Welcome back. Today we're talking Disneyland versus Disney Cruise Line. Both are magical in their own way, but which one feels like the better value to us in 2025?
We're sharing our personal opinions and honest thoughts on whether we'd rather set sail or head to the parks. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone!
Hi.
We have a great video for you today. My name's Kyle, this is my wife Michelle, and we make Disney cruise and parks content.
Yes, and today we're going to be talking about a Disneyland resort vacation versus a Disney Cruise Line vacation. Which one do we feel like is going to be a bigger value?
Yeah, and the answer might surprise you, so let's dive in.
Just kidding! We're not going to leave you hanging. It's a Disney cruise. Let's talk about why.
So for some context, we're Disneyland annual pass holders, and we're actually both former Disneyland cast members as well. And we're frequent cruisers, so we actually even have a couple cruises coming up later this year.
Woohoo!
Woo! Let's talk about the magic of it all.
Yeah, especially with Disneyland, there is so much nostalgia just associated with being in that park. Yeah. There's the classic rides, classic characters, and just all of the theming, all of the thought that the Imagineers put into every little bit of that place. There's just something really special about being in the place where it all began.
Yeah, you know that you were stepping foot where Walt once was.
Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, there is still so much theming on the Disney Cruise Line.
Yes, the lounges are all so detailed and themed. The kids clubs are
insane. Oh my gosh, so jealous of those kids, man. They have like a Spider-Man meet and greet in one of them. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And the themed dining.
Yes, and they have like Broadway caliber shows that are just so high quality.
Yeah. And you have all of that, but without the crowds. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a big theme with a lot of this is the word crowds.
It just makes such a big difference if we're talking about that magical Disney experience. To be able to experience that when you're not packed in like sardines, it really makes a difference.
Yeah, 4,000 of your closest friends instead of maybe 30 to 80,000 of your closest friends.
Now, we can't talk about the value in something without, of course, mentioning costs.
Yeah. So the easiest way to think about this is Disneyland is kind of like an a la carte vacation.
Yeah.
And Disney Cruise Line is kind of like an all-inclusive resort.
Yes. Yeah. So for Disneyland, you have your park admission, you have the hotel, you have food. All of those are going to be separate costs.
Yeah.
Whereas the cruise line,
it's kind of built into the price that you're paying for your cruise. And it's much more controllable than, say, a Disneyland vacation.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that we really like and appreciate is that the whole cost of a cruise, I know right from the start. Whereas Disneyland,
there's a lot of variables.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we use the word a la carte, is there's a lot of variables for it. You can either do Lightning Lane or not do Lightning Lane.
Yes.
And the trade-off is no Lightning Lane, long lines.
Yeah, there's just so much that can change day to day. Whereas on a cruise, everything is already built in. If I want room service 5 times a day, I can get that for free built into my cost.
Yeah.
So I think that is a huge benefit of a Disney Cruise Line.
Definitely.
Over a Disneyland vacation.
Definitely.
Now, like Kyle mentioned, there are extras. So in both places, any alcohol is going to be extra.
Yeah. If you want to do like a spa treatment, let's say you're staying at like the Disneyland Hotel, for example, you want to do a spa treatment, that's going to be extra.
Yes.
Lightning Lane, we talked about that at the parks. There's not really a Lightning Lane equivalent on the cruise line.
Excursions
could kind of be that. Because you don't have to do it, right? Like cruise line, you don't have to do an excursion, you don't have to do Lightning Lane, but they're add-ons if you want for your vacation.
Yeah, but talking about just the base vacation, I feel like it's so much easier to budget, to plan for when it's all up front.
You kind of know your starting cost much more accurately ahead of time with a cruise than you do with Disneyland. Because even the ticket prices, and while I'm going to say this, and keep in mind, cruises change by destination, time of year, that price is going to vary. But with Disneyland, you could have a ticket on a Tuesday one week that costs X amount of dollars, and then the next week on a Tuesday again, that's like 3 times the cost. So, yeah. If you're liking this video, make sure you hit that like button. That really helps the algorithm find this video. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and then hit that bell to be notified when our new videos come out. We would love to have you guys along on these adventures.
Another thing to keep in mind when we're thinking about the value of our vacation is the pace of our vacation.
Yeah, and at Disneyland, it's go, go, go.
Yeah, you don't really get a choice.
No. So you're limited to the park hours that is available that day. So if the park's open to 8 to 12, that's the only times that you have. And even if you pay for a service like Lightning Lane, you still don't get to decide the return time that you're given. There's so much less that you can control in a Disneyland vacation that you can on the Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, I feel like the cruise line, you can have a day where you're just kind of relaxing, but still getting a lot out of your cruise.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're missing out. The key thing here is that it's determined by you.
Yeah.
The parks, it's not determined by you. Disneyland specifically, California Adventure, it's not determined by you. You are really at the mercy of how busy the park is, how many people are there that day, and even rides breaking down. I mean, that can all be controlling factors of your vacation.
Well, and if you're not able to do a lot of things that are on your list, it might feel like the day wasn't worth it. Whereas I don't think I've ever heard of anybody saying a day on a cruise line wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like maybe excursions and things, but they're still able to come back to the ship and have an enjoyable evening.
Yeah, we've never personally felt that way. We've always felt the value with cruise line.
Yeah. So which one of these feels like a better value for you? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. You think we're crazy? You think we're right on track?
Yeah.
But these are definitely things that you guys should ask yourself before you make the decision if you were to do maybe Disneyland Park or a cruise. Really, you can even apply it to Walt Disney World too. It's kind of the same process for parks versus cruise line, no matter what park it is.
Yeah.
So with that, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this video. Last week, we mentioned that we were going to go to every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But
we missed you guys.
We missed you guys. So we're actually going to go back to our original schedule, which was posting a video every week on Thursday at 2 p.m. So we're going to go back to that schedule. Don't forget, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you give it a like. And if you aren't subscribed, we would love to have you guys along to see any of our future adventures. We will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.